Top welterweights clash as Rory MacDonald faces rising star Tyron Woodley. This is Countdown to UFC 174.
My history, in St. Louis is very deep. I've lived here my entire life. I wrestled here. I was All-American twice in the University of Missouri. So my roots are deep, but I've always wanted to be the best in the world. In 2014, it's my time to be the champion. It's my time to reign over the division. It's just time for me to be the best.
When Tyron Woodley came to mixed martial arts, we thought of him as more of a wrestler than anything else. But what we've seen lately is his hands.
Big shot. That's it. It's all over. Just like that.
He doesn't believe in being paid for overtime, put it that way.
Oh! That's it. Now that's it. All over. Oh my goodness. Woodley. That is power. Tyron, the chosen one, Woodley.
Dana White loves guys who come at him and say, I want this, I want that, who pressure him for fights.
If Tyron Woodley texts me one more time, he must text me 15 times a day. Those are the guys I want to deal with. Those are the guys I want to hear from.
Tyron Woodley was sitting at number 10 in the division. A nice place to be in, but not at the top. So how did he get to the top? He calls out Carlos Condit, one of the top-ranked fighters in the world, says, give me that fight. I know that if I win that fight, I'll be in the top of the division.
The matchup was a great matchup. He was a striker.
All right, Tyron. Let's do it, baby.
He always had problems with wrestlers. I used that threat of my wrestling to incorporate a pretty significant striking game.
Here we go. Oh, big right hand right off the back by Woodley. And Woodley has rattled Carlos Condit's cage twice. That one hurt him. There's a nice takedown by Woodley.
Everything was going my direction.
Something happened. Condit, he winced. He's in pain. Could be his back, the way they went down. And they're going to get stood up. Now we'll see if he's okay. Let's see how he walks.
When I came up, I went for blood.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Man, it's his knee. It's his knee. And it's all over. Oh, man.
It wasn't as if he slipped on a banana peel and bumped his head on the cage. Something caused him to stop, and it was me. I went out there and I lived up to what I said I would do, and I dominated the fight, and now I'm in a position where I'm one fight away from a world title, and I think that's just phenomenal. It's pretty awesome getting fan mail from, kids, adults, senior citizens. I get mail from everyone from all around the world. The more you win, especially when I transitioned to the UFC last year and started knocking out some big guys, now, it's starting to double. It's just really cool that they want to see you make it to the top. This letter's talking about, my fight against Condit and how I should be the next for the belt. I think it's just phenomenal, and it makes me want to train harder because I got people out there rooting for me.
With a new champion at 170 pounds, the welterweight division is packed with contenders vying to stake a claim for the belt. Montreal's TriStar Gym, once the seat of the longtime welterweight king Georges St. Pierre, is also home for one such competitor, 24-year-old phenom Rory MacDonald.
When Rory came here, he was really young. He wasn't in UFC yet. I would work with him, George would work with him, and he was a lot greener, obviously, than he is today. But he had the heart, he had the hunger, he had the desire. That's what I liked about him. And I always told myself, this kid's gonna go real far.
George is a Canadian superstar, not just like an MMA superstar. To be able to train next to him and learn from him over the years has been a great help, and I want to reach his level. You know, that's what it's all about, you know, evolving to the next level.
Guys, pay attention to me real quick. After sparring, you're either shadow boxing or doing bag work, or little gloves, but don't do nothing. Okay, guys, close the gate. GSP and Rory MacDonald were in the top 5 for many years, and everybody wanted to see them fight. Mix the jab with the hook. Keep the hand open when you jab. It's faster. But you know, at this gym, we're brothers here. We train together all day long. We know each other personally. We know each other's families.
We really didn't see that we had to, and obviously it didn't have to come to that.
I need to hang up my glove for a little bit.
I left my soul in the octagon tonight.
GSP stepped away from the sport because he has the record for the most hours locked in the octagon. He's been through so many wars. He had just had his ACL done. I mean, he pushed his body to the extreme.
I have so much stress, so much stuff going on in my life.
I think he's taking a break. He's not really using the word retire. I think that needs to be clear. But on the flip side, it gives an opportunity for Rory now to make a run at the title.
Rory MacDonald is arguably one of the most technical young fighters in the UFC today. And this is a big fight. It would be a huge statement.
Rory told me before that fight he didn't feel nervous at all. And that made me very nervous. Because when a guy is not nervous, something always bad happens.
Big right hand by Robbie Lawler. Oh! Knocks him down with a combination. Looking to finish this fight. Wow! What a fight! Wow!
At first, when I seen Robbie, you know, had gotten the title shot after defeating me, there was a bit inside of me that was upset at myself, you know, that I let that slip.
You're gonna do 30 seconds pad, 30 seconds guard.
That is my goal, is to be champion and to get that shot. Losing is a great way to identify weaknesses.
Okay, wrestle. Let's go on the ground.
I definitely don't regret having lost that fight. I think it was a blessing.
He's grown a lot since the Robbie Lawler fight. He's learned that everybody's dangerous. You can't have too many people in your ear telling you you're the best and you can't lose, and this fight's gonna be easy for you, and this is gonna happen. We've been through that. When George fought Matt Serra, everybody overlooked Matt Serra, except Matt Serra. You can't overlook anybody. That's crazy. In the sport, it's too dangerous in the sport.
You're gonna see a big difference in my ability to move back. Ready, go.
In the preparation for Maya, we kicked it up a notch. We took training to another level. We tried to really emphasize on defending the ground, of course, high volume punching, putting Maya on the defensive.
There was a lot of changes going into the Maya fight. Mentally was the biggest thing. It was a tiger inside, you know. I was there to hunt, and I was on a mission.
Uh-oh. Big head kick. Maya's got to be careful. Oh my goodness! Beautiful job by Rory MacDonald. This is the Rory MacDonald that we love, that shows so much potential.
After Rory beat Maya, there was a lot of controversy on who should get the next title fight, Woodley and Rory. I think the UFC made a great decision. They said, you know what, put him in the octagon, let's find out who really deserves that title shot, and that's what's gonna happen.
In our sport, in MMA, there's constant injuries with the way we have to train for combat. It's very hard on the body, so there's a lot that goes into just maintaining the body. Part of it is seeing my osteopath.
Don't you think pain here?
Yeah. He's been a great help, keeping me healthy and keeping me able to train, really.
Is there any swelling in it now?
No. When I started at 14, I had confidence in myself that I could achieve great things in this sport. I still believe those same goals that I had in my head when I was that age. I've put timelines on it before, but over the years I think I've learned that you just have to go with the flow a little bit, but I do see me holding the championship in my future.
You ready to
6 times through, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I worked with Rory probably together for 6 years now. When he was 18 years old, George brought him down to be a training partner for him. He was a kid who before just trained way too hard, way too much. He's starting to learn his body now where he has an osteopath. He's taking care of his body a bit better. He's training smarter. 4, 3, 2, full field. Fast. There you go. I think the Lawler loss was a good experience. Sort of like George had the Matt Serra loss, and then all of a sudden he's never lost a fight since. This, I think, will be that Matt Serra for Rory. Tyron Woodley is very explosive, but his gas tank isn't the greatest. He sort of conserves his energy when he fights. With Rory, I'm not worried conditioning-wise at all. Rory is just the better all-around fighter and the better athlete. Go fast from here, harder. Tyron's definitely explosive. I just don't think he has what it takes to beat Rory in this fight.
Good.
It's huge for my career to be able to go out there and fight Rory MacDonald. He's in a position where he's always been in the talks of the title, as they would say. Those are the conversations I need to be in. The best way to get a title shot is to separate yourself. If oil travels to the top of a glass of water, it's distinct and it's separated from the water. So my job is to separate myself from the rest of the welterweights. I will be the world champion. I will be Rory MacDonald, and I will have the belt around my waist, and that's my plan for 2014. We're heading to metabolic meals where the magic happens at. These are the guys that keep the machine fueled up with great food.
Tyron's relationship with metabolic meals began when he realized that he needed to spend less time in the kitchen and more time on training and recovery. The company pre-packages grass-fed, gluten-free, high-protein meals that Tyron can enjoy immediately after intense training sessions.
Entering the Bat Cave. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, man. Good to be back in the cave. Get some caveman food going. Been with those guys for about 5 years now, and before then, you know, I was eating McDonald's, I was eating, you know, pretty much anything I wanted, but it's different when you fuel yourself and you got that different energy, and your sweat even feels cleaner.
For somebody like him that's getting ready for a fight and needs to perform at a level above 99.9% of people, he's got to eat the right way, and our plan works perfectly for that.
Well, we came here to check out the facility, but I worked up appetite. I brought some food with me, but I'll have to eat that later, and I'll take some fresh food from here. Fresh off the grill. This is a bomb. I want this fight to just be completely one-sided. I want to whoop him so bad that nobody can deny or say somebody else should deserve a title shot.
This is war with no weapons, marching with no stepping, murder with no killing, ill in every direction.
I plan on this year to be a great year, my best year, and me wearing the belt at the end of the year.
And the wastelands of today, where there's nothing left to lose, and there's nothing more to take, but you force yourself to choose. In the wastelands of today.
You got two guys that are salivating for the opportunity to fight for a world title. We both won Johnny Hendricks, we both want the belt. The fans are in for a great treat.
Wastelands of today. And the wastelands of today.
All right, that is it.